Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with the topic of business services, in that types of digital payments. Now, as all of you know, that since demonetization, government of India has been promoting digital payments in the country. That is to empower economy with paperless or cashless, isn't it? So various type of digital payments are being encouraged. Let us start with the first one, that is banking cards. So in banking cards, let us see a debit card. We all know debit card is an electronic card which is issued by the bank, and it's allow the bank client to access his account so that he can withdraw or pay for goods and services. ओके तो एक पॉपुलर फॉर्म है डेबिट कार्ड. मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल usually have debit card. It is becoming one of the important component. Okay, then next is credit card. So it is an electronic card which is issued by financial institution. Credit card have a maximum amount और अ क्रेडिट लिमिट. तो जिसकी जैसी क्रेडिट लिमिट होती है अकॉर्डिंगली उनको उस टाइप से दे कैन मेक यूज़ ऑफ दैट क्रेडिट कार्ड. Okay, suppose if my credit limit is rupees 8 lakhs, so I can like use up to 8 lakhs if I am have initially taken the credit card. So मेरी credit limit if it is 25,000, so the merchant or the businessman or the customer can withdraw up to that limit. Okay, and it is supported by pin number. Okay, and this is very confidential, so the credit holder should not disclose this pin number to any other clients. So keep this in mind: debit card, credit card. There are also number of prepaid cards. Okay, that is this is a type of payment of instrument in which money is loaded in advance. Okay, so money is already loaded in advance and it is already linked to the bank account of that particular customer. So even prepaid cards are being issued. So these are the banking cards which I have told you, like debit card, credit card, prepaid cards. Now moving on to the next one, that is unstructured supplementary services data. Okay, so this is also a type of digital. So under this type, payment can be made without mobile data facility. Its main aim is to create an environment of inclusion among the under-reserved section of the society and to integrate them into the mainstream. Okay, so this is digital payment in which it can be used to carry out mobile transaction without downloading any application. Then the next one is Aadhaar enabled payment system. Okay, so this is also all if you are aware of. Many times we see the advertisement of the same. It can be used for all banking transaction, like to get balance inquiry, for cash deposit, and even for Aadhaar to Aadhaar fund transfer. So all transactions are carried out through a banking correspondent. Then there is no need of any physical visit for that. It can be done like any information can be obtained easily. Then the next one is Unified Payment Interface, UPI. Under this system, the customer who is holding any bank account can send and receive money through UPI based app. As you have phone pay app, different apps are being available. So by entering your UPI pin, even like Bank of Baroda have their own applications. So after downloading that applications, UPI pins and all that, we can set accordingly and 24-hour services are being available for transferring the fund uh, wherever the client wish to transfer, okay, to whomsoever, by entering the IFSC code, the details of bank, and using your UPI pin. This can be done. So nowadays UPI apps have been also in the market, and it's a very easy, you can say, cashless way of transaction, easy it's a very time saving. Then micro ATM, isn't it? So micro ATM, like this machine contain card swipe facility and fingerprint scanners. These machines are carried by bank representative at remote area. Then you have the next one, mobile wallets. Okay, this is like a digital or mobile wallets which store bank's account information, and the client can utilize whenever he wants to make the payment or for purchasing goods and services. Then the Bhim app, as you know, it's same like the UPI. It's work in the collaboration with UPI, and the transaction can be carried out using a VPA, that is virtual payment address. It can be used by anyone who has mobile number, debit card, and a valid bank account. So anyone having valid bank account or debit card can go through this Bhim app. Then point of sale. There are different types of POS terminal, like physical POS, mobile POS, and virtual POS. Now first one, that is physical POS terminal. These are the one that are kept at shops and stores, and the other one, mobile POS terminals, that works through a tablet or a smartphone. Then virtual POS system that use a web based application to process payments. So these are the three different modes been, like physical POS, then the next one is mobile, and the third one is virtual POS. Internet banking. Okay, now internet banking refers to making banking transaction directly with the bank through the internet. Okay, so here nowadays the people who are busy, don't have the time, they basically go for internet banking, and even banks are promoting such internet banking system. So there is a proper, like a person have to activate his account, they have to the balance in the transactions, then debit or credit cards number, customer user ID, bank account number, login password, transaction password. These things are being there, and as you know, the password should not be disclosed to anyone, as nowadays number of fraudulent activities are being taken. So once a person is using such means and mode, he has to keep the details. He should not keep the details, it should be confidential. He should not disclose the details to anyone, nor even the friend, and so that, because misuse can be done, any fraudulent activity can be conducted. Then mobile banking, it allows a customer to perform banking transaction through mobile device, which you are very quite aware of. Everybody knows number of transaction nowadays are being taken to it. Okay, so this is what we have done today, types of digital payment, the various means and methods which are available nowadays in the market for banking, that is the number of digital payment, and even in after demonetization policy, such economy, that is to have a cashless economy, is being, an idea of cashless economy is being promoted throughout. So, and it's a very, as you know, some drawbacks are there, but that drawbacks can be faced or can be overcome by, as I told you, by confidential or whatever secrets, UPI pins and informations are there, we should not disclose it to others. So these drawbacks can be removed completely. Okay, so we will end the lecture now, and next lecture I will continue with the insurance. Thank you and have a nice day.